Right, this is our campsite near Boulder shelter. We've got a lovely big rock to use as a table. So we arrived last night, probably half an hour too late to bags the shelter. 4 young guys come in another way. They'd walk 6.5 miles.
Yeah, they're pretty pleased with themselves for walking 6.5 miles.
How many did we do? 22. Anyway, we've got a good little camp spot here. Rained a bit this morning, the exact same time as which I rolled over and somehow a peg came out because the ground's very hard, so the pegs don't go in very well, and the tent was about to fall down. I don't know whether you fixed it. I had to hold the pole up. But it looks like it's clearing. It's going to be scenic as. Let's get into it. I've been pretty impressed by the trails over the last couple of days in the Olympic National Forest and the Buckhorn Wilderness. Oh, look at this is primo. We're in Olympic National Park. We've had our first wildlife encounter. I could hear something quite large in the bushes, ripping off leaves and munching on them, and footsteps. And I was scared to investigate too much because Matthew had walked on quite a way and I didn't want it to be a bear. Wildlife already more than we saw in North Cascades National Park.
Hi, we just had a break at Home Lake. And then we're going to go up here, up to the pass, which should be very nice, and then a little higher, and then big descent down. The sun's trying to make a breakthrough. Something could happen. There's certainly more blue sky than black sky.
Almost to the high point of the day. We've got maybe 150 metres to go. It's taken us almost an hour, in fact over an hour if I'm honest, from the pass to here because we keep stopping. We keep getting distracted. We got a couple of bars of service, we got a few internet jobs done, and then we got distracted by Mount Rainier and Mount Adams in the distance, but we're getting there. Good to be in the mountains again and have lots of scenery. That's worth stopping for. Just having a bit of a lunchtime dry out after getting really wet last night.
Great lunch spot today.
We're making our way up the Dosewallips Valley to our campsite. The junction we had 15.9 k's to go and we've got just under 12 now. It's another day where we've got to keep moving in the afternoon because we've been slow in the morning and we want to get there before dark. So ETA at the moment is around 7. The track's pretty good. For the most part it's just traversing up, winding up slowly. The river itself is way down below us. We haven't even seen it yet. 3 hours to go. This is one enormous tree. I just went and stood next to it and it's taller than I am. And to get it off the trail, I've had to cut it into quite a few bits. Look at the bit that's way down the hill. So tonight we decided not to walk an extra 3 kilometres and to sleep in this shelter. The only flaw in the plan is that we have one sleeping bag and there are 2 bunks. So somebody will have 2 liners and somebody will have a sleeping bag. It was a good call not to walk further because it would have been quite dark by the time we arrived at the other camping. Not much fun. There were lots of comments in the far out about the privy, no sides etc, but now it has a little fence around it, which is better than the North Cascades. But it is jolly close to the trail. If I turn around, there is Matthew standing on the trail.
Have the junction to Lost Pass that way, Dos Meadows that way.
It is a stunning morning. It's supposed to cloud over later, but we're taking it what we can get at the moment. It's beautiful blue sky just now. We're climbing up to Lost Pass, which is the first of 3 passes today. 0.8 of a mile, 1.3 k's. Going up quite quickly though. The track is described as primitive. That just means it's a track like New Zealand.
We love it.
Minimal switchbacks, mud in places. This bit's actually the best bit. Well, that's the first pass ticked off. Unfortunately, it's the baby bear. Then we got Mama Bear. We finish up with Papa Bear.
How you getting on, Goldilocks?
I'm good.
Good.
There is our trail up there and our next pass, Cameron Pass. Well, we've got to drop right down to that stream down there and then back up again. That's the basin we've just come through, and there is this pass over there just above those trees.
I don't know about you, babe, but I just wanna know what you've been up to lately. You seem to avoid me. Don't think you can keep messing with my heart.
We just talked to some people who were up at the top there, and they informed us that the noise that we heard last night that we thought was a coyote could well have been a cougar, and it wasn't very far away from us, so that's a sobering thought. We're dropping down from Cameron Pass, very steep, scree slope, and as you can see the track for miles down in this basin, and then it drops down and then we climb up the other side, and you can also see the trail up to the pass. Pretty steep. Primo day, you can see the mountains. Good day to be going over 3 passes. 1 to go.
Where the wind will blow, I don't know for sure. But if you go, I follow you wherever you will go.
We are just over halfway up this hill. It's 2.6 k's from bottom to top, and it's pretty much straight up. We've just finished the switchbacks, which means we've probably got the steeper bit to go. But we can now see the top. 0.6 of a mile, a kilometre to the top.
How's it going, team?
3rd pass of the day, and it's the biggest. Well, up there where that patch of snow is, that is Cameron Pass. Finally up into the basin that we could see from Cameron Pass. And that's the pass up there. Pippi has broken her pole. The tip has finally given way, so I'm going to be a limpy pole for the last 2 weeks of the PNT.
3rd pass of the day. This one is Grand Pass, and it's a grand view. I think probably Cameron was a more spectacular view. We can see our objective for tomorrow, Hurricane Ridge, so that's good. We can see down the valley that we're heading down to Moose Lake. It was a big climb up, but we stormed up it. Managed to even beat a guy wearing a little backpack, so that's a good thing. We'll trundle down and have an early knock-off. It's only 5 to 5.
3 k's to go. Well, we are at Moose Lake. A bigger miracle is that we're here before dark. I'm going to have a swim. We've got a relatively flat site. It is on gravel, unfortunately, but it's lakeside real estate. We've got a little bit of a breeze, which is excellent because our sweaty hiking clothes are never getting dry because it's not sunny enough by the time we get to camp. And the tent's wet from 2 nights ago. We didn't use it last night, so it's needing a good dry out. Good little campsite at Moose Lake. Well, there's a privy at Moose Lake, but it's quite an experience. It's a bit of a perch. This is what every open air privy needs, which works as long as people remember to switch it back. Well, it is going to rain. We know it's going to rain. Predicted to come in later on this morning, but we got away with it getting the tent down, so that's good. We have got about 18 k's to go today. 6 or so up a hill, up onto Hurricane Ridge, and then it's road walk for the remainder down to the visitor centre. That burnt down, where we hope we can get a hitch down to Port Angeles so we can have a real bed and steak. Well, we've got another beautiful day for going up over a mountain. But rather this today than yesterday when we had to go over 3 mountains. Over halfway up here, aren't we?
Oh, we've got about 100 vert to go.
And 2 miles, 3 k's, so that's pretty good. Very, very cold and windy. We've got this nice little shelter to get ourselves sorted and get warm and unpack our packs in the dry. The camera shakes because my hands are shaking. Sorry about that. But this is where we are. We're in the Privy. 7.7 miles of road walking, but if someone offers me a lift, I'm quite likely to say yes. We're road walking. I might have some trouble doing some hitching though, if it comes to that.
Pretty good day for it.
It's 7.7 miles, which is 8.3 k's, where we can hitch.
By the way, apparently you can't do maths if it's cold.
Why? Oh, because 7.7 miles is not 8.3 k's, 12.3 k's.
Anyway, I can feel the sun coming out, so I think it's going to be okay.
Hey, here we are at the Riviera. Hopefully it's a bit warmer. Sorry about the camera shake, it's because I'm still cold. We got super lucky walking down the road. Probably a little bit earlier than we would have liked. We would have liked to get a bit further, but we're not going to turn it down.
No, and good job we didn't.
Park rangers actually gave us a ride. They not only gave us a ride to Port Angeles, they gave us a ride all the way to our motel. Kevin and Gillian, awesome. You guys are good job.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah, but now we're going to go and get dry.
Turn on the heater.
Okay, so this is our motel room. This is what hiker trash do to a motel room. The guy actually upgraded us to a 2-bedroom, so he said you can have more space.
Cheers, mate.
We've got stuff hanging everywhere. When we arrived, we were extremely wet and extremely cold, and we fired up the heater.
Puddles on the floor.
Yeah, left puddles on the floor. My pack had water in the bottom of it. We turned on the heater. Every time we come back to the room, there's evidence, a little warm air coming out that we're firing the heater up. Anyway, it's all good. Great motel.
Let's get my shoes dried out. Let's see if we can mend your busted tip. We're going to heat this bad boy up for 2 minutes and then pull them off with our dinky little pliers here.
We actually managed to get some replacement tips for my hiking poles.
The recipe calls for 2 minutes at 100 degrees.